Bible. And this is his society. This is his kingdom. And his kingdom gonna go down with fire. We read about Revelation and Babylon being destroyed by fire. That's America.
Two nations separated by birth.
Right.
Because they come out of color people.
Was that Noah's kids?
No. You had Noah. He had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Went down to Shem. You had Abraham, who had Ishmael, or the Arabs. Then he had Isaac, which is our people. And then he had other sons with Keturah. Isaac had 2 sons, Jacob and Esau. Jacob are these people. Because he had 12 sons. Are these people. Down from the American Negro, down from Mexico. Because he had 12 sons. That's the reason why we all
the South migrated tribes?
Yeah. Of Negro and Indian descent. Esau, the Bible tells you 2 nations came out of one different woman. Esau is white man. And the 2, they were fighting in the womb. That's why the 2 has never gotten along for our time.
Children fighting in the womb.
Because that's the way the Most High set it up. Enmity between the 2 different races. And he said what? The elder, which they came out first.
That's just like symbolic, I guess. That's what they mean. They say they were fighting.
Well, symbolic, because we fighting right now.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't believe babies fight in the womb. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to conceive that. But I'm saying I can see it as being used for like a symbolic purpose.
Right.
For what's to come.
But they were fighting. I'm just like, listen, nothing is impossible with the Most High.
Nothing is impossible until it's made possible.
Like you see what I'm saying? Like, that's nothing for 2 kids to fight in the womb. That's nothing. That's a light.
No.
That's a light. Christ rose people from the dead. That's a light compared to that. But give me
I just don't see violence in children though. Or babies.
Genesis 25.
We're born innocent.
We're not born innocent.
Yeah, we don't know right from wrong when we're babies.
The scripture tells you the wicked are estranged from the womb.
Yeah. So we wasn't born innocent.
You know what I'm saying? Like they were created to be the wicked. There is no righteousness in them.
Right, but
See what I'm saying?
When I speak of children, like babies, like a newborn baby, they're not conscious.
No, at that moment, but the spirit that's in him is not right. Depending on what race that baby is.
Right.
Like George Bush, these people here, they were once babies too. But it was already predestinated that they would they could change that. That was their fate. God got some people to play the right hand, they got some people to play the left. They play in the left hand side. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how much righteousness you try to teach them, they would never learn it. Because the spirit that's in them is not meant for that. Because that's not the part the Most High wanted them to play. You see what I'm saying though, right? As far as predestination is concerned.
I see what you're saying. I just can't conceive a human being not being innocent at birth. Like the spirit, right? The spirit only exists through physical manifestation.
Once the sperm goes inside the egg, right? And it stops
That's
to grow.
your spirit.
That's when the spirit comes in. It's always predestined that from the left side to the right side, you're going to happen, or you're going to come wicked, or you're going to come righteous. You know what I'm saying?
Like the Lord told Jeremiah.
So you're telling me in no circumstance, under no circumstance, just because you just said these kind of people, right? So you're telling me under no circumstance can a white man be righteous in any way?
Hell no.
Any white man.
Because why? Get Malachi 1:3. Hell no. Just like when Jesus was born, the angel told.
I'm not batting for them.
Right. I understand what you. That's a good logical question.
I'm trying to make ends meet here because I like to believe in people as
based on an individual basis.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. You know, and I'm not saying that obviously the white people have done a lot of damage over history, as history says it.
Right.
But I mean, there's got to be some good in them, right?
Well, I mean, I walk around with white people, and
there's got to be some good in them.
Well, you know what it's meaning? Malachi 1:3.
And you get songs.
I mean, good exists everywhere, doesn't it?
But what is good? You know what I mean? Because good according to the Bible is not good what we think is good. Like a dude may think, he may be paying his taxes and he's doing what's good according to society, but his lifestyle might be contrary to this book. The Most High don't look at that as good.
But the Most High says we have to abide by man's law.
To some degree. But if man's law is against his word, you can't deal with that. See what I'm I'm saying? Because man's law say you could be a homosexual. That's man's law. But we know according to the Bible, that's a no-no.
Right.
Man's law say you can eat pork, shrimp, crab, nut. The Most High said no. So we don't come up against a society and take it down by force. We still do what we have. Like the Lord, they try to give him, they said, should we pay tribute to Caesar? Like taxes. And he said, let me see the money. He said, who images on it? They said Caesar. He's like, well, give to Caesar what Caesar, give to the Most High.
Right.
It's his face is on it. It's his money. Give to one, but you know you still have to keep the laws of the Heavenly Father. That's above all. That's why he told Pontius Pilate, the only power you have is what my Father gave you.
Right.
You don't got no power. You know what I mean? So that's why you got to fear the Heavenly Father, man. But what you got to do,
Psalm 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
The wicked are estranged from the womb, read.
They go astray as soon as they be born,
As soon as they be born.
speaking lies.
So, him, no matter if you brought him, if the Lord was saying himself, and he was a disciple, he would still be the devil, man. Because why? The spirit that's in him, that spirit that's in that child, it was already predestinated for him to be
So
with.
what does that make us then?
Well, hopefully, Lord willing, we on the right-hand side. That's what we hope.
So how do we know not?
We don't know until that day. We got to endure to the end. That's the whole thing.
So we know he's a devil, but we don't know where we stand.
We know we're the sons of the living power.
Okay.
But in order for us to be saved, there's certain requirements that we have to do.
Like
we
what?
don't know if we're part of the elect.
Like what?
Number
What makes
one-
you part of the elect?
Number one, you got to cling to this word. Two, you got to know your nationality. Three, you got to know the Father's name and the Son's name in the Hebrew. You also have to keep the commandments, and you also have to have faith. And above all, you have to do this. Matthew 10:26. This is the most important thing. All those things I just said are easy, but this is the hardest part.
How did I pass
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 22.
Read.
And he shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end
You got to endure.
shall be saved.
That's when you're going to be saved. Because you had a lot of men who was on the righteous path, and they went right back into the world.
And fell off.
They fell off. Went back to smoking weed, committing adultery. Because it's hard to be righteous in a wicked society.
It's hard, serious.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody around you is doing something contrary, and you're the only one that stands out. And it's hard to stay on that. That's what Christ said, what straight is the gate, and narrow is the way. And only a few may find it.
I don't see that.
You know what?
I mean, it seems pretty simple.
It is simple. The truth is simple.
It's
But
simple,
enduring is hard.
Enduring is hard. Yeah, exactly. Enduring it for longevity.
Because you could lose your faith. A lot of guys way before us who learned about this, they didn't see things happening right away.
What
So
is what is faith though?
Faith, like the scripture says, is substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Believing in this is faith. Because the average person, America will never be destroyed. You to say America gonna go out with this, you have to have faith, man. You look crazy. I mean, not now.
You saying USSR is going to take down America?
Well, Russia gonna turn back to the ways of old. You mean read Ezekiel 38.
And that's what's not important. That's why he's stern.
What do you mean turn back to the ways of old?
Back to the way they during the days of Stalin, communism.
Gotcha.
Because you know they're not doing trade with America for 1 year.
Okay.
America hit them with sanctions, so they said, okay, we ain't fucking with you guys then. We're gonna hit you with sanctions. So they not doing trade with NATO, those NATO countries, or America for 1 year.
Yeah,
But we know it's gonna escalate.
Right, and doing the Afghanistan, the Cold
That
War.
is hard to believe though, man.
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
Considering our point in society
Yeah.
and the economy, just
to me-
global wise.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're saying from your perspective, but brothers in the truth who have faith, I believe it's going to happen.
Because you can see the
You
world war
see-
brewing.
You see it brewing.
You see it brewing.
Indirect wars already with America and Russia. Okay, been going on for 2 years now. All right.
There's always trouble brewing though.
There's always trouble, but
But
this
it's
is
on such a wide scale.
exactly the
Because you got
wide.
the Israel, Gaza, they went back to Iraq, Afghanistan, took down Gaddafi. Now you get back, the Cold War has now started again. But this is going to be a nuclear one. Vladimir Putin ain't playing, man. See? It's crazy, man. But Vladimir Putin,
All right, brothers.
all right, man, take care,
Keep
man.
doing what you do.
All
Yeah.
right, brother Jay, man, stay
All
up.
right, stay up.
That's crazy. Esau. See, Esau is the man of the field. That's why they're doing crazy shit, climbing up mountains, jumping up mountains, skydiving, hunting, you know, this crazy shit, man.
Like if you ask us years ago, yo, you know you're gonna know them scriptures and you're gonna recognize the scriptures. I'm like, nigga, please, man. Only this my computer. But then the Lord, Yahawah was gonna be he was gonna be in Love and Hip Hop. That would have been Yahawah in that damn Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, like this nigga here bound to the white, back down to the black woman, please the black nigga woman.
Yeah.
But hey, that brother, that brother from one of the brothers from GMS, when I first went to their camp in Delancey Street, that's what I was gonna be doing. He said, drop it. I had a face like this, like
No.
I ain't dropped this thing. I had been working 2 years, but
like the rich man. Lord said, get rid of all your riches and follow me.
yeah,
Like,
I
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. See what I'm saying?
He didn't have faith. So he said he couldn't really see this, but
We couldn't see it either.
when you know all kingdoms had a time to rule. Nobody thought the ancient Roman Empire would fall, but guess what? It did. Same thing with the Egyptians. Like Pharaoh said, who is this God that I should let his people go? Who is he? I don't know about it. Oh!
Well, United States is the new federal now. That's what people don't
Give me
understand.
Judith.
And it's going to fall. That's why. That's why these people now is trying to find a way to stop the fall of the United States. You know?
Let me get Judith.
And now,
Let me
this
get
way
Judith.
they say that
That wicked is strange from the womb, boy. That to shake the dust off that scripture.
that's where the white man get his idea we come from, I mean.
Yeah.
The face man looks like a name.
Well, I'm happy, brother. You know about the New World Order. You stepped it up. From last time we first see you, we thought he was this guy.
That's where they're gonna have a rebuttal because the Chinese is gonna rise up to claim the New World Order. The Russians gonna rise up, and now Iran probably gonna rise up, and United States, who actually wanna form this New World Order, have to go to battle with this guy.
Yep. We're gonna read a scripture closing it out. Get Judith the 5th chapter.
Well, they are gonna try to claim the title of New World Order. Somebody gonna be the leader. That's where all this war is gonna take place.
Yep. 5, we have verse 1. Listen to this. See how people don't know their power. We're gonna read. Judith 5.
And Israel probably gonna claim New World Order.
Of course. They're the heads of that. You reading that out?
Jude chapter 5, verse 1. And it says, then it was declared to the
Holofernes.
the chief captain of the army of Assur, that the children of Israel have prepared for war, and have shut up the passages of the hill country, and have forfeited all the tops of the high hill, and have laid in impotence in the campaign country. Wherewith he was very angry, and called all the princes of Moab, and the captains of Ammon, and all the governors of the coast, of the sea coast.
Right, so this is Holofernes. He was a part of the Assyrian down with Nebuchadnezzar. Alright, read on.
And why have they determined not to come? And verse 3. And he said unto them, tell me now, ye sons of Canaan, who this people is that dwelleth in the hill country.
Right, so he wanted to know Holofernes, Nebuchadnezzar's captain, our enemy. He said, who are these people? Because they were the top rulers at that time. So he said, who are these people? They want to make war with us? Who are these guys? Who are they? That's what the white man saying today. Who are these people? Even though you know our history. But in the back of his mind, you always going to be a nigga or a stick. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find out. You're going to be in for a rude awakening, man. To never touch the Most High. Keep reading.
It says, who this people is that dwell up in the hill country, and what are the cities that they inhabitate, and what is the multitude of their army, and wherein is their power and strength, and what king is set over them, or captain of their army?
Read on.
And why have they determined not to come and to meet me, more than all the inhabitants of the west?
Read on.
Then said Akor,
Akio.
the captain of all the sons of Ammon,
He's a Japanese man. Read on.
let my Lord now hear a word from the mouth of thy servant,
He said, hear the. Wait, keep reading.
and I will declare unto thee the truth concerning this people, which dwelleth near thee, and inhabiteth the hill country, and there shall no lie come out of the mouth of thy servant. This people are descendants of the Chaldeans.
Our forefather Abraham came out of Chaldee, Babylon. Read on.
And they sojourned heretofore in Mesopotamia, because they would not follow the gods of their fathers, which were in the land of the Chaldeans. For they left the way of their ancestors and worshipped the God of heaven, the God of whom they knew, so they cast them out the space of their gods. And they fled into Mesopotamia.
That's where he flew. Babylon. Alright? Mesopotamia. That's where civilization started. So that's before Egypt. If Egypt followed this idiot, man. Okay? That's to tell you Abraham taught Egyptians basic arithmetic. But read on. They keep looking at Egypt, man. They start with Egypt, man. Read on.
And so they fled into Mesopotamia and sojourned there many days. When they Yahawah commanded them to depart from the place where they sojourned and go to the land of Canaan.
Because that's our land. And that's where the Garden of Eden was in. Alright? Canaan, or what they call Israel today. Read on.
Where they dwelt, and they increased of gold and silver was there very much cattle. But when a famine covered all the land of Canaan, they went down to Egypt and sojourned there, while they were nourished and became there a great multitude, so that one could not number their nation.
There's an Ammonite breaking down our history. Our people don't even know their history, man. There's an Ammonite breaking down to Holy Furnace who these people are. Keep reading. There's a point I want to bring out soon.
Therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them, that dwelt subtly with them, and brought them low with laboring and they brick, and made them slaves.
And like you said, the modern day Pharaoh today is the white man. Read.
Then they cried unto their God, and he smote all the land of Egypt with incurable plagues.
Terrible plague. Yeah.
Incurable plagues. The Egyptians cast them out of their sight. And the Most High dried the Red Sea before them, and brought them to Mount Sinai, and Cades Barnea, and cast forth all that dwelt in the wilderness.
So now we're going to jump to some point. He's going through the whole history of our forefathers. And he's giving you the examples of how people, when we stayed with the Most High, we were untouchable. But we're going to keep reading. Read verse 17.
Verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before they Yahawah, they prospered, because the Most High that hated iniquity was with them.
So yeah, he said when our people didn't sin,